Hey everybody, welcome back to the Midwest Melters channel. It's been a couple weeks since I made a video, so I figured I'd make a quick one tonight. Tonight's probably going to be a shorter video, but that's alright. So I want to show you some improvements we've made on the shop. Don't judge me, I just threw them in here. I haven't got anything straightened up or put away yet. I've been complaining about not having any storage, so I got these off Facebook Marketplace. Only paid $75 for them. That one had a pegboard on the back of it too, but I cut it off because I didn't want it to cover my windows. I like to be able to open them, get a little breeze. They look kind of crappy right now, because they are, but a little bit of cleaning, a little bit of paint, they'll be good as new. But for now, I got something to work off of. I'm probably going to put my other table like right here. That way it's not right in front of the door, and it'll be kind of somewhat out of the way. So anyway, we're going to use this little handy dandy stripper today. I made a few videos on this when I first got it. Been a while since I've used it. And so I'm going to go through it again. So it's a COZ wire stripping machine. The same one is branded by many different companies. Sold for 50 different prices. So cheapest place to get it, eBay. Amazon's 20-30 bucks more. Anyway, pretty simple. You got two face plates, one that's got 3 holes, one that's got just this one. Probably just gonna go with the one because it works fine, and the stuff we're using, we're gonna strip this. Would probably be about as big as you wanted to go on the other face plate, so I don't want to change it. We're just gonna use this one. So it's got this knife in here that goes up and down, 2 feed rollers. Well, it's really one roller with a V in it. And it's got knurling on it to grip the wires it goes through. And the adjustment right here, you got a double nut. Just loosen it up. Spins it up and down by hand to adjust it. Pretty simple. It's got a little bitty gearbox right here. Takes it, it's like a right angle gearbox. Takes your shaft out here. That way, whatever. Electric motor, 110 volts, single phase. Pretty simple. And on-off switch. All there is to it. So let me get you put on the tripod, and well, I guess before we do that, this wire we're stripping here, guys, don't ever try to just strip this jumbled up mess of junk. You'll have more tangles and fights and kinks, and the straighter the wire, the better. So cut it into manageable pieces. That's a manageable piece. That's what we're going to do. I'm just going to use these loppers. It works great. Copper. It's made for trees. That's what it is. But, you know, 30 bucks. Use it for trimming bushes, trim your trees, whatever. And cutting your wire. Multi-use tool. So, like I said, we'll go through and just cut this up. I'll show you how I cut it. Pretty simple with that. But anyway, we'll get you on the tripod and we'll get going. Alright guys, let's go ahead and get started. Like I said, pretty simple process. You stick it in there and cut it. Nothing fancy, nothing hard. Longer the handle, the better, obviously. I don't want to cut them too long. As you guys know, harvest is in full swing here in southern Illinois. So, been putting in some long weeks. I got about 80 hours in this week. I worked 7 days because of our ag exemption. And speaking of that, guys, so I'm going to do a little rant here. So if you don't want to hear me rant about something, then I guess you can fast forward. But I don't do this much, but I don't know. You guys, I want to tell you something that is the dumbest thing in the world. So, the state of Illinois has implemented a law to where if you work 6 days in a row, you have to have the mandatory 7-day off. Okay? And there's nothing you can do about it. So there's a clause in there to where if you work in an agriculture related field, you can file for an 8-week exemption to where your employees, for that span of 8 weeks consecutively there, that your employees, if they volunteer for that 7th day, that they can work. You cannot schedule them for that 7th day, but if they or I guess you can't force them to be on the schedule for that 7th day. They have to volunteer. They have to want to work on that 7th day. So some people are probably thinking, that's a pretty good idea. Well, what about the people that need to work that 7th day? What about the people that work a part-time job, like 3 or 4 hours a day, but they work 7 days a week? Because that still applies to them. What about that single mom that needs that 7th day of work to pay her bills? Well, the state of Illinois just killed that for her. So, leave in the comments, guys. Tell me what you think about that, and I want to know kind of what your state's rules are. And I totally disagree with it. I feel that if you want to work, then more power to you. But I believe the government needs to stay out of that. I do agree on the part that they can't force you to work 7 days in a row, but I believe if you want to work 7 days in a row, that it should be your right. Let me know what you think about that. Sorry, guys. It's been on my nerves ever since they passed that stupid law, and I guess this is my release to let it out, so I apologize for that. Try not to get political on the channel, but I guess that's not really a political thing. That's more of a personal vendetta thing, I guess, but still. So. It's alright, guys, I'm back. Sorry about that. Supper was done. You probably heard the wifey hollering. Now you probably hear the kids. They're out playing. Yep, they're out playing. You're definitely hearing them. It's alright. That's enough to get started. And we'll get these picked up here and put on the bench here. It's gonna be nice having more flat surface area to work on. So, alright. There we go. So let's get this thing adjusted up. Alright. Just barely scored into it. See how it left these little indentations here? That's probably just about as close as we're going to get without getting into the wire. So let's tighten it just a skosh, and we'll go again with another piece. Alright, so now it opened it wide open, and then didn't get into the wire, so that's pretty well perfect. So let's run them through. Oh. Got it off to the side of the knife. If you're like me and don't do a bunch of wire, this machine's just pretty good. Let me move these, put them on the other side here. But if you're doing a ton of wire, I'd probably get a little better machine, but I think this was like $130, so don't get much cheaper. So for the money, yeah, go ahead and buy this one. Project Shop Florida, that guy, he probably laughed whenever he seen this one. He'd never use it. He goes through tons and tons of copper wire. Check his channel out, guys. I know I've mentioned him before, but he's just a small channel too. Less than 30,000 subs. I'd love to get to 30,000 subs, but gotta start somewhere and just keep working at it. So yeah, that guy's pretty cool. Oh, they went down to the side again. So that being said, guys, if you're still watching, hit that like button. Let's get this video pushed out there. I know I set a goal for a lot of likes and a lot of comments in the last video, but we just didn't quite get them. And some comments. Comments push them the furthest, but the like button does a great job. There's another channel, guys, that just subscribed. I think it was 2 days ago, and he commented, and he didn't ask for this, but I'm going to throw his name out there anyway. It's Scrapping with Grandpa. So go check out that video, guys. Scrapping with Grandpa. Wish I could scrap with my grandpa, guys, I can tell you that. Poor guy passed away. Same year my father did, actually. About 10 months apart. My grandpa actually passed away on my birthday. It's alright, guys, that's all we've got cut up, so we'll go ahead and get them peeled out. Alright, so I got a bucket down here at my feet, and we'll put the trash in it for recycling. Let me get a pair of pliers, a pair of side cuts actually, that gets in there pretty good. I'll show you guys how to peel them out. Alright, so I just got a pair of pliers. My side cuts aren't where I left them. So what I like to do, guys, is just take your pliers and get a hold of this corner right here. And just bend it back and grab a hold of this and just liberate the copper. Throw it out on the counter. Got my trash, throw it in where it goes. And yeah, we'll just get them. Some of them are real easy and some of them aren't. I ain't gonna need the pliers for these. These are pretty good. If you get one end, let me show you. If you get one end where it didn't strip all the way like that, that would be pretty tough. I hope you can get that to focus. There we go. See how it didn't cut all the way through? We'll just go to the other end where it cut through. Don't sit there and fiddle with it. Takes too much time. And heaven knows this time of year, I don't have any of that to spare. But the weather is starting to cool off a little bit, guys. I mean, we're still up in the 80s today. But there's been a few days that have been low 70s. And then getting down in the 50s at night, which is awesome. So, makes it a little more bearable to come out here and work when it's not 1,000 degrees outside. I'd rather it be 30 than 100. I can promise you that. So yeah, guys, if you would just help me out a little bit. I know I haven't been holding up my end of the bargain very good by putting out a ton of videos. But like I said, it's pretty tough to do whenever work takes over your life for a little while. And that's okay, because that's just what we do as Americans. And we always get through it. So when it slows down, I promise I'll do better putting videos out, better content, more content, and we'll really grow this channel. But what I would like you guys to do for me is just share the video with your friends. If you got some scrappers that don't typically watch YouTube or Facebook or whatever they do, just share the video to them, guys. If they just watch 5 or 6 minutes of it, that would really get us put out there, because we're only 200 watch hours short of being monetized. We have the subscribers, now we just need the watch hours. So I'm just asking you guys to get me a little hand, and I probably haven't earned it, but if you guys could just help me out, that would be great. I would really appreciate it. And Jim Henry, buddy, I'm telling you, I have not had the chance to mail your prize to you yet, but I emailed you back and I apologized, and I will get it out. I have not forgot about you, bud. I could strip this stuff all day. I like doing this. It's easy. And sometimes I find the most mind-numbing tasks, just repeating it over and over, is probably one of the most calming things for me. I don't know why, but I'm sure like anything else, I'd get burnt out eventually, but I don't know. It just gives me a chance to think about other stuff and forget about certain things for a while, and life is good, guys. The Lord woke me up this morning, let me go to work, and He's let me come out here and talk to you guys. So we can't have too many complaints about that, can we? So I'm not gonna show cutting any more of this wire up or stripping it. I think you guys got the point. I don't want the video getting too long. And whenever we get this finished, then we'll just be done for this evening. So, yeah. Tell me what you guys like better. Do you like my welding videos? Do you like these scrapping videos, like stripping wire? Do you like me tearing down transformers or electric motors? Just let me know what you like best, guys. And I'm going to start doing that. That way we can get to them watch hours. But I think for tonight, that's all we're going to do. So thanks for watching. Hit that like button and please subscribe. We'll catch you on the next one.